Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your weekly forecast. This is for the 4th of May till the 10th of May. We're gonna dive in and let's start. There's a lot going on this week for you as we are in your season. Yeah, so there's a lot of the planets are moving to your first house, so you can feel the energy that is very grounded and stable, very Taurus. Yeah, we already have of course the sun there, but we have Mercury, and soon on the 18th, if I'm not mistaken, we have Mars moving to your sign as well. And yeah, a lot is going on. But let's talk about Monday first. Let me introduce myself. I'm Raissa Lima. I'm an astrologer using the Western tropical zodiac sign and the whole house sign system. So I put your sign at 0 degrees in the ascendant, in the rising ascendant line, as you can see. So I recommend that you watch your rising sign first, then your sun and your moon, because your rising sign is the one that will make more sense according to the houses and the themes. Okay, so let's dive in. We have what we have here on Monday. So there are a lot of energies, by the way. There are a lot of things that is happening throughout the week, not only in one day. Like we have Jupiter is going to be squaring Mars the whole week, and it's going to be at its peak on Tuesday. And Venus, so Mars is in your 12th house, and Jupiter is on the 3rd house. You can see this is on the 4th. It's going to be stronger on the 5th, and then you're going to feel still on the 7th, and it's going to wane or dissolve a little bit, but that's an energy that's going on through the whole week. Now we have Mars on your 12th house, which is the house of hospitalization. Sorry, but I have to say prisons and whatever. Is the house of the dream as well, the subconscious. Is the transcendent, self-transcendence house. Is service to humanity as well. What else? Retreats from the world. Okay, so it's everything that happens inward, inside of you, and behind the scenes. Now we have Mars here wanting to take actions, but I would say he's not in the best place. Yeah, in the 12th house might be all internal. Might have some internal turmoil, like irritation, and since it's the house as well of the sleep, that can also, with Mars in Aries here, might be very agitated. You wake up sweating during the night, and this energy has been going on for a while for you. Now with a square to Jupiter, that can even be more expanded. That can bring some expansion. Like over maybe a little burnout, energy of burnout, or over thinking, over acting, overreacting to things. That's the whole week. All right, stronger on Tuesday, then it will fade away. Then we also have Venus semi-squaring the sun, which is a very subtle energy, but it's still going on. It's going to be at its perfection on the 11th, the next Monday. But this is a beautiful aspect. They are in harmony with each other. The sun is your ego in your first house, and there is a lot of love and communication and romance. And if you're a single, yes, romance is in the air. Venus is your ruler, right? So your ruler talking to the sun, being highlighted by the sun, even if it's a subtle aspect, That's very good still. And Venus now is in the second house, blessing your possessions, your money, and yeah, with the sun here, it's a good time, a whole week, to get money. You might even win the lottery if you play. Another ongoing energy is Mercury, again, very subtle, but semi-sextile Neptune. And this is beautiful for arts, for dreaming, for sleeping, although you have Mars here as well. But think about Mercury is about the mind and its communication, and Neptune is dissolving things, but it's also illusions and delusions and dreams. But it's beautiful for arts, for performing. With Mercury here, maybe it's a good time, it's a good week for focusing on arts in general, on creating something, hobbies, painting, singing, I don't know, handcrafts or any type of arts. All right, that's the whole week. And we also have Mercury squaring Pluto. It's gonna be sorry, perfect on Wednesday, but that's an ongoing energy, and Pluto will go retrograde on Thursday. We're gonna talk about that as well. But Mercury squaring Pluto, there is definitely some power control and deep transformation when it comes to your career, what you're gonna do, your future, where you're heading to. Yeah, that's wanting to say things, wanting to get your ideas grounded and stable. But Pluto here is wanting to transform something. So there is a bit of a tension between your mind and what's going on, what's happening in your path, in your life direction when it comes to careers, especially your achievement. Yeah, public life could be also with some authorities. Yeah, vocation. Maybe there are some changes here on what you do. Let's keep going. So Monday we have the moon in Sagittarius, opposing Venus, your ruler. That's at perfection at noon. I'm talking from Dubai. I'm recording this video from Dubai, and we are UTC +4. So make the calculation according to where you are. So this energy is happening in the morning. It will be at its peak at noon, and then it will dissipate again. That's the typical on the second house. Yeah, wanting something and feeling a bit misunderstood, craving freedom. And yeah, second and eighth house, it could be regarding maybe overspending money here, but feeling could be adventurous, feeling like adventure and free when it comes to your investments, where you put your money, the money that you make on the second house from your salary, from your work, and then wanting to invest in something, maybe, I don't know, stock market, whatever, but feeling unsure, feeling, yeah, the pull and push. Should I not? Am I doing this or not? We have Jupiter squaring Mars, as we spoke about it. Okay, so impulsive actions, desire, ego, emotional expansion and exaggeration. So when you see, that's a day that you might say too much, or you might act on feelings that are still shifting. And that's what we have for Monday. So money for Monday. My guidance for this day is pause before reacting, or if you feel it, don't fire it. Tuesday the 5th. Now there is a lot going on. Venus is same sextile the Sun. We talk about it. Mercury in Taurus same sextile Neptune. We also talk about it. And Mercury in Taurus square Pluto in Aquarius. Also talk about this. So it's a day that you try to understand things, but something doesn't fully add up. Now, with Venus semi-sextiling the Sun, which is a good thing, you as I said, there is attraction, there is satisfaction, your ego is, you feel good about yourself, you feel lucky, you feel love, you feel, you're in a good place, you're in a very good place. But Mercury here can blur the thinking a little bit with Neptune. Yeah. So you can imagine some scenarios or mix intuition with assumptions. But as I said, that's not a big deal. And yeah, Mercury squaring Pluto, some power control, or I want to say something, because Pluto rules your 7th house, relationship. You might want to say things, and communication here might be a little intense, over-analyzing. You might look for hidden meanings, or you might, or maybe you might find some truth, or some message will come revealing something that was hidden from you this week. It's not like everything is a mystery to solve. I'm not saying that, but I think that there is some truth coming to surface. You're gonna receive a message, or your partner, or something, or from your marriage, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever, your person, or your partner in business as well, might come with something that you didn't know. There is some truth coming to surface. Wednesday, the 6th. That's a bit of a reality check. Now the moon shifts to Capricorn and is gonna square Neptune, trines Mercury, and again square Saturn, one after the other. So we start the morning, like in the middle of the night, actually at 6 a.m. it's going to be in its perfection when the moon squares Neptune at 3 degrees. And again, that's in your house of dream, beautiful. You might be sleeping and dreaming, and your dream might be very storytelling. Write them down. But you might wake up with very low energy and low clarity as well, emotional confusion, and feeling disconnected. Maybe you're romanticizing something from the past. Feel a bit lost here. But at midday, when the moon trines Mercury, that's much better. Yeah, that's when clarity walks in with a cup of coffee. And the thoughts become more structured again. Okay, so that's good. So the moon will support your mind. Your mind is saved here by the emotions. You can express yourself more clearly as well. When everything starts making sense again, around noon, Dubai time. It's very good for organizing your thoughts or grounding yourself mentally. And then in the afternoon, the moon will square Saturn. Saturn rules your ninth house. So what's happening here, there is emotional heaviness or responsibilities calling loudly, feeling restricted or tested. When it comes to learning, higher learning, spirituality, religion, long distance travel, but because Saturn is in your 12th house, this is all internal, yeah? Emotional distance, I would say. Feeling lonely. Yeah, that's what we have for the 6th. Let's move to Thursday, 7th. Moon in Capricorn will trine the sun. Where is the moon? Come on, go. Yeah. Now the moon is trining the sun in the morning. Then opposing Jupiter in Cancer in the afternoon and squaring Mars in Aries. And we have Pluto that goes retrograde on this day. So it's a day that starts like feeling good. You wake up like everything's under control, you're feeling good about yourself, grounded, your emotions are in your heart and your head are in a good flow, speaking the same language. And then this opposition to Jupiter on your 3rd house might bring a little bit of overreaction or overgiving when everything feels bigger than it actually is, and it's all on your mind. The 3rd house is the way you talk, you speak. You might talk too much, you might think too much, overthink. Or maybe it's something with one of your siblings. And then we have the moon squaring Mars, which brings some impatience and irritation. And that's in the evening. Now we can add Pluto retrograde, and that's when everything shifts internally, because when a planet goes retrograde, the energy that's no longer going outward goes inward. So with Mars creating some irritation here, and now we have Pluto, there is power struggle, and very, very intense transformation when it comes to your partner, to your love life. Yeah, but it can bring, Pluto here can also bring some very deep awareness of something. That was something in your house of career or recognition that is coming to clarity, like what happened. So yeah, that's what we have for Thursday. Friday, breakthrough and detachment. So now the moon enters Aquarius on your 10th house, and first thing is gonna try Uranus on your 2nd house. So some surprises. Some nice surprises here. It could be related to money. It could be related to work, to your career, but there is surprises. It could also mean changes of sudden changes of. If you're looking for a job, you might hear from an offer. There might be an opportunity, and yeah. If you want to change jobs and career, you might get the blessing here. And what else? Especially because now the moon is also conjuncting Pluto, changing careers, and Uranus rule your 10th house. So some changes here in your house of career, most probably happening. The moon is also sextiling Neptune in Aries. That's gonna be in the afternoon, and then we'll conjunct Pluto, as I said, now retrograde. So the moon in Aquarius gives you a little bit of a distance. Yeah, it's like you step out of your emotion and you can see things like from outside, like an observation mode. You're no longer inside the situation, you're watching it. Then when Uranus comes, there is this sudden realization, a shift in perspective. Then that's a very liberating energy, but then Neptune will soften it. There's compassion, intuition added to whatever you're detaching from. So that's a moment, either everything clicks inside of you, or you're really going through a major change in work, in career, or you might receive some unexpected offer, maybe that will give you more money, or anything related to your career, to your money, to your values, to your position, but there is some surprises. Let's move to Saturday. Now the moon still in Aquarius will sextile Saturn in Aries at 7 in the morning, and is going to square Mercury in Taurus around noon. So in the morning, with the sextile to Saturn, you feel grounded, you feel in control. Yeah, woke up like with a very practical mindset. You know what you want, you know what you have to do, is you're taking decisions, you're planning things, maybe related to your career. If you had a surprise the day before, on Saturday morning you wake up quite grounded, and Saturn here is going to give you the direction of what's coming next. By noon you have the moon squaring Mercury, and that could bring a bit of miscommunication or overthinking here, or say something that comes out wrong. And late at night it will trine Venus. That's a beautiful one. It's going to be very late for us here in Dubai, but depending where you are in the world, could be earlier. That brings some peace, some ease. It's It's healing, it's repair. So, you know, at the same, there is some tension, but on the day, but you feel that whatever happens is for the best, and the Venus will get you what you want here on your second house, on your 10th house of career, which is good. Then on Sunday, last day, Sunday, the Sun in Taurus, same sextile Jupiter in Cancer again. Oh my God, sorry. That's also building to exact. It's a good energy. It's expansion. Yeah, it's very expensive. Very supportive aspect, I would say. So opportunities here. Oh my God, I need to answer this. Sorry, I'm gone from the image because I had to answer my phone, and I was using my phone as my camera. I don't want to lose the recording. So let's continue like that. I'm very sorry if you don't see me anymore. What we were talking about the 10 on Sunday. So there is some expansion and opportunities here with the Sun and Jupiter on your third house when it comes to sell, to market, to your social media, to channels, communication, thinking, transportation as well, something in your neighborhood or if your siblings. All right, that's a very beautiful energy. And what we have on this day as well, we have what I call a degree activation. So there are many planets. There are between 19 and 24 degrees, and multiple planets. We have the Sun, we have the Venus, Jupiter, Mars, and the Moon until noon. So that creates synchronicities and meaningful interactions. Yeah, events that feels that were meant to happen on Sunday. So it's like the sky is saying everything's connecting now. It's beautiful. Okay, it's say yes to opportunities. It's trusting the flow. It's allowing things to come to you. It's effortless progress, aligned movement, and quiet confidence. So my guidance here is don't overthink, don't force outcomes, and follow what feels naturally right. It will flow and it's for you. Okay, so things will come to you. So before you go, and I'm very sorry if you can see me, I tried to fix, but it did not work. I will play one tarot card, although I'm sorry you won't be able to see it. My apologies for that, but I'll let you know which card you got. Let me see, my beautiful Taurus. What do I have for you? Ooh, the Five of Cups. Five of Cups in Tarot is the card that it's the card of grief. It's the card of loss. Like, but if you look at the card, there are the person is crying over two cups that are spilled, but behind there are another three cups that she doesn't see them. So what it says is that instead of looking for the things that you no longer have, try to keep an open mind and understand that there are opportunities there for you. You know, with whatever I saw in your house of career, and this card could make some sense, that sometimes, you know, we think like, but that was good, why did, if you are in a situation where you lost your job or you're changing careers and you're wondering why or victimizing yourself, understand that there is much better things waiting for you. Yeah, you lost two, there are three on the way. So it's just trust the process. I want to check what are the messages from your angels I'm gonna pull one card. Once again, my apologies for the camera, but I have absolutely no chance to record all of that again because I still have another 8 videos to go. And 818, breaking old patterns. Patterns, reflection, change, growth, mindset, cycles. Pause and reflect before moving forward with any project, even if you are deeply invested. Taking time to consider can benefit everyone involved. Avoid getting stuck in negative thoughts pattern. That's exactly what I was talking. That's the 5 of Cups. As what we focus on tends to manifest. Wow. Man. What old patterns or negative thoughts are holding you back? Can you break these cycles and focus on positive change? Take time for a personal retreat or journal about patterns you want to change. Reflect on past experiences, shift your mindset, and introduce small positive changes to build healthier habits. That's absolutely about the 5 of Cups. That's what we were talking about. You know, sometimes we are looking at what we lost, but until we change the patterns and we change our mindset, then we can see there are opportunities lying ahead. Okay, my beautiful Taurus, thank you so much for watching. My apologies again for my problems with my video, my audio. I still experiencing here what's the best way to make those videos, but I would appreciate if you would press the like button and share and subscribe for this channel. That would mean a lot to me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Have a lovely one. Bye bye for now.